So you find yourself in the drone market and you hop on Facebook. Probably bad decision, because what you did is you went on these groups and you asked people's opinions and you got confused. So now you're hopping on YouTube and you're like, what drone's going to be the drone for me? Well, today I'm going to talk to you about the Mavic 2 Zoom, because in your mind you're probably going, gosh, DJI, the Mavic 2 series, I think I'm going to get the Pro because of whatever reason. Or I'm going to get the Zoom. Kind of reminds you of Ace Ventura, where it's Finkel 9, Finkel 9. You're like, Pro Zoom, Pro Zoom. We'll get into that right after this. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Ron here, RM Photos, and today we're going to talk about the Mavic 2 Zoom. Now, if it's your first time hopping on my channel or checking out one of my videos, please, if you don't mind, hit the like button or hit the subscribe button or hit both, and we'll go from there. You hit that bell to be notified, because I'm going to start doing videos more often. Today, we're going to talk about this Mavic 2 Zoom. Now, I'm going to be very blunt with you guys. The Mavic 2 Zoom is my personal favorite drone. And I'm not saying the Mavic 2 Pro is bad, but I'm going to tell you why the Mavic 2 Zoom is my favorite drone. I'm going to kind of go over some specs with you real quick. So this has basically a 1/2 inch CMOS sensor. It has 12 megapixel camera, has a lens field of view of 83 degrees. The still image size is 4000 by 3000. The color mode is decent alike. And the photo format, you can do it in JPEG as well as DNG, well known as RAW. The video format, you can do MP4, and you can also do MOV. The Mavic 2 Zoom ISO range for video and for photo and manual is 100 to 3200. The photo frame in auto is 100 to 1600. The Mavic 2 Zoom has a bunch of different autonomous intelligent flight modes, such as active track, hyperlapse, quick shots, points of interest, waypoint navigation, cinematic mode, and tap fly. Now, I'm not going to get into all those flight modes in this video. It's going to be a quick video. This is just pretty much an overview of the Mavic 2 Zoom. If you want to hear more about those and me get into depth about them and show you some tutorials, hit me in the comment section below and we'll go over that later. Alright guys and gals, let's just be honest. We're not all Hollywood filmmakers, and nor are we going to be using our drone to put it in a Hollywood film. We're not also like hardcore, majority of us, professional photographers. And if you are, great. The Mavic 2 Pro might suit you, but you're probably going to need the Zoom as well, and I'll tell you guys why. The Mavic 2 Zoom, yes, has a 12 megapixel camera versus a 20 that the Mavic 2 Pro has, but the Mavic 2 Zoom utilizes every single pixel to the maximum of its abilities. Now, that zoom feature is what I'm talking about. It goes from 24 millimeters to 48 millimeters. You can actually get a super high resolution photo from this zoom, even better than you can get in the Mavic 2 Pro. And again, I'll go over that feature later because that's one of my favorite features. The zoom feature is really good, so if you're doing real estate, let's say you're doing real estate photography, that zoom feature is going to do great, because if you have to be at a certain altitude because you have trees, power lines, houses, what have you in the way, you can fly at that higher altitude and zoom in and capture what you need to capture. With the Mavic 2 Pro, you can't do that. And so that's the biggest, absolute best thing about this drone, is that optical zoom feature. I cannot boast about that enough. The two things I absolutely love about this drone: number one, the dolly zoom. Now, the dolly zoom is a feature in QuickShot. The dolly zoom is also referred as the vertical effect, the Zolly shot, and or the vertigo zoom, but the actual name is dolly zoom. It's a technique where the camera is dollied either forward or backward, while the zoom lens is pulled in the opposite direction. So basically, if you're going backwards, it's going to be going the opposite effect. Therefore, the foreground and or the background becomes compressed or decompressed. I'll put dolly zoom in the. Actually, you know what? Instead of just stuttering over that and retaking this, let's just check out the dolly zoom. As you can see, I am fixed on the subject, and check out that background. It is just a phenomenal effect and can be used in many different ways. That's not something you can get in the Mavic 2 Pro. For my ultimate favorite feature that this Mavic 2 Zoom has within inside this little bitty drone is the 48 megapixel super high resolution photo. Now you're sitting there going, now guys, Ron, DJI, how the hell are you going to get a 48 megapixel photo from a 12 megapixel camera? Like I said earlier in the video, guys, this bird utilizes every single pixel and feature to the maximum of its abilities. And let me tell you what it does. So what it does is it captures a 24mm photo. And then what it does is it zooms in. And it takes 9 patch photos. Then what it does is it puts it all together, compresses it all together, stitches it all together, and whoa, check it out. Boom. Look how crisp that photo is. This is one of my favorite photos of Seattle. You can see the Space Needle, the Great Wheel, as well as the ferries. I have one of the ferries moving, kind of gives it that cool blur, but look how crisp everything is. Very little to hardly any edit is needed on these photos. That's one of the great things about this camera. This sensor, this camera is probably one of the best on the market, and I would actually say it's even better because of that zoom than the Mavic 2 Pro. And again, that's my opinion. The Mavic 2 Pro is a phenomenal drone, don't get me wrong, it just has different uses. It's more of a professional grade, if you will, videography. Check out the OriginaldoBo. He does some phenomenal shots, and he loves the Mavic 2 Pro. I think that's his favorite drone, but whatever. This one's definitely my favorite. And that's why we're all different. We all have different likes and dislikes about every drone. Guys, if you found this video useful, helpful, knowledgeable, maybe something you didn't know, or maybe just refreshed you on something that you knew that you just forgot about, go ahead and click that like button. And if you didn't like the photo, or didn't like the photo, that too, if you didn't like this video, go ahead and click the like button anyway, because we all like to be liked, right? And go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified. Guys, thanks for watching. Happy flying. Take it easy, man. Later. I see all these other YouTubers say stuff when they walk away. I'm joining the club.